As the review score for The Eternals continues to fall, at least one thing is looking good, and that's the box office for the opening weekend, because the film has actually surpassed expectations for its Thursday numbers. So let's talk about how it compares to the other MCU competition this year and what this means for the weekend and maybe even the future of the film franchise. I think more eyes are on Marvel's Eternals now than there would have been had the film gotten another fresh rating. Now that it has a Rotten on it, finally, all those hit pieces and think pieces from 2012 and 13 about how the next MCU project is the death of the MCU suddenly feel valid when you copy and paste them and just scratch out the name of Ant-Man and Guardians and put Eternals in there. Because finally they might have something. Probably not, though, because the Thursday preview numbers are holding real strong. Because, as Variety was the first to report, 9.5 million is how much the film brought in. Now, if we compare this to the most recent releases, well, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings made 8.8 million on Thursday opening, meaning that this is tracking ahead of that. Now, it's not tracking as high as Black Widow, but honestly, look, Black Widow, known commodity. Out of all three of these, that was the one that you're like, well, that's probably going to have a good opening weekend. I mean, it's Black Widow. She's been there since Iron Man 2, so that kind of makes sense. And Black Widow's 13.2 million it made, and the 11.6 million that Venom Let There Be Carnage made, again, are rather impressive. And those films have gone on to make a good amount of money. So Eternals is looking like it's going to do the same thing. Now, what exactly does this mean for the opening weekend? Could this be the hardcore MCU fan that shows up and then the casuals don't show up on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? Could realistically be it. Again, this is certainly an interesting one. You know, I saw plenty of people in my theater, but again, it's the people I always see there, right? It was like the same 100 people that I recognized from every single Marvel film, and then some other people I typically see there during the weekend, either on repeated watches or whatever. So I'm definitely seeing, I think, a lot of the hardcore show up, but as most people are pointing out, this weekend's got to be big, and hopefully, if more people resonate with what they're hearing from their friends and stuff, they'll go and see it, and that's kind of the hope here, that it's going to have legs. But again, we just don't know right now, because this film is in such a weird position with how everybody is looking at it as the flop, which again, critically at this point, yeah, but financially, that's going to be a different story. And we know that there will be people that are going to say, well, it's rotten, therefore it didn't make money. But they're not going to say that about the other films, right? So we're going to have to kind of read between the lines and look at the real truth when it comes out. And we'll know at least the truth for this weekend by the end of the weekend.